Memphis was a place where I saw the Gaga more than anything else, but it was Gaga that people were buying into. When you saw Dundee and Lawler work, they had these knockdown, drag out matches, but they had chemistry and timing. And that's what a lot of the guys don't have. They don't have the opportunity today because they're not working with
I don't think they understand it.
They don't understand it because they never felt it. If you
never, that was in that. Yeah, that was in the Memphis culture, and everybody understood it. Now you're taking it from ground zero and trying to teach them this, and they're not exposed to it.
Well, that's why we watch old matches. That's why we do match study, and that's why we figure out who am I going to show these guys that's authentic inside the ring as well as outside. And you know as well as I do, Dutch, what we do in the ring is that much of the business. It's how you're perceived outside, and that hurt me a lot because I was such an antisocial. Whatever I was,
asshole.
Okay, I won't go there.
Okay. I throw the word in there for you,
Right. But I loved the business and I loved what I was doing. I was just socially awkward, and I had a lot of issues that I look back on, and again we can look at. But to watch film study, we watch a match, and it's a great match, but it can't be done today. Harley Race versus Terry Funk in Houston, 1977. It's 45 minutes, 2 out of 3 falls. But they tell a simple story. It was the main event back then, but it couldn't be done by anybody else because they don't have the mannerisms, they don't have the feeling, they don't have the gravitas to go out there. Harley Race was Harley Race.
I like that word.
Gravitas is a good word.
Yeah, I like that word. And the hubris.
Hubris.
That's another good word.
Happy hubris. I remember him. Harley used to drive him around. Anyway, but yeah, it is something they don't know, they don't feel because they've never been exposed to it. They haven't had the opportunity to see a match between two guys or a tag team, Rock and Roll versus Midnight. You had 5 guys who existed, who worked together well, and everything they did meant something. And if you go back and watch the matches, and we have, and you watch, they really didn't do a lot. If you watch the Ricky Steamboat versus Randy Savage match, do you remember what the finish was? WrestleMania 3. It was a small package.
Oh, small package. I remember.
Small, right?
And I remember at that time they were claiming it the greatest match ever.
If you watch it back, it is so basic. And Randy Savage, as you are well aware, was an outlaw, ostracized from the business, persona non grata until, so you can never say never, but there were some of these great workers out there who just screwed themselves, however they screwed themselves. Some found their way back in, some didn't. But guys like Savage were authentic. Guys like Steamboat were authentic. Flair, again, right, wrong, or indifferent, authentic. There's guys that just, you gravitate towards them because you say, there's something different. They're not the average bear.
And we could talk all day about this. I mean, you can look at somebody. I mean, if you just went to a show and you saw a guy walk down to the ring, you could almost say how much experience he has just by the way he walks down. Not anybody can do that. And he used to walk down, or see a move or two in the ring. You could tell where he was from because every different territory had different styles. So